Hi everyone. I just got finished watching the 50th anniversary special Saturday Night Live. It was live, and I wanted to see Paul McCartney, which was not the only reason that I tuned in because I grew up with Saturday Night Live and I wanted to see it. I didn't expect Paul to be the very last thing they showed. The show started at 8 p.m. Eastern and it ended at 11:30 ish, something like that, close to 11:30. And Paul McCartney was the last person on, the last act, musical act. I didn't know what he was going to do, and he wound up doing the medley, Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight, into the end. A much, I thought, kind of a abbreviated version of the end. Let me tell you something though. Earlier today, before the show, I had an urge to watch the DVD of the Live from New York from Citi Field Stadium from 2009, and that was what 17 years ago. And let me tell you, Paul rocked it, man. He rocked it, and he was still relatively young, and I think maybe 67, and he was in great shape. Now, Paul is still doing it. He's out there doing it. He's out there trying to rock. He just did 3 dates at New York City's Bowery. Now, I didn't see any of the shows. I heard he was very good. Maybe so. But if I'm to be honest, and that's how I roll here on this channel, I was disappointed in his Saturday Night Live appearance. I had been disappointed when he sang Maybe I'm Amazed at the 40th anniversary. That was a very, very flawed performance. Now, for one thing, I've been watching Paul a lot, obviously, in my life, and he seemed a little tired. He's entitled to be that. He's 82 years old. He'll be 83 this June. And he's been very active. And it can't help a musician to have to wait 3.5 hours for the show to be at the end at like almost midnight, 11:30 p.m., and have to perform under those circumstances on top of it. So please understand when I give you my opinion. I know a lot of people are not going to like this. I'm an honest guy. I've seen many concerts with Paul where I've come out of there as recently as 2022. Okay, 3 years ago, and I cannot say, man, the man still amazes me. He can still do it. But there are other times, and I take it on a case by case basis. Some performances are better than others. I thought this was bordering on cringe. And what I mean by that is I was kind of squirming. Longtime fans know what I mean. When you listen to him and he's trying to reach a higher note, and you're like hoping that he does it and doesn't warble too much. Well, there was warbling. There was some voice cracking here and there when he was trying to sing Golden Slumbers, and at the end of the song when he does the line, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. This is not to criticize a person, to find fault with them. I'm so glad that Paul still has the spirit, still has the desire to go out and perform. I just think this was a weak performance. His voice was not good, and he just seemed, I'll say, tired, and he's entitled to be, but he was. It was a lot different from the guy that I just watched earlier today on the almost 3 hour New York City concert from 2009. That's to be expected to some point, right? So that's my view on it. And I'd also say the song, the medley, was probably chosen because the band members could help drown him out during this song, Carry That Weight. You could hear the other band members singing over Paul, and Paul's voice kind of warbling underneath. That's probably why he chose to do that. But the end, called The End, the medley, I was hoping Paul would get up from the piano and play guitar, as he's done so many times, and as I just seen him in the Citi Field 2009 performance. But he didn't play as with much gusto as he usually does. And that's my view on this, folks. And I know I'm going to get people that are not pleased. Let's be honest here. Already I've gotten a couple of comments on social media from people, two of my friends saying, not bad. One guy says, not bad. He chose a good song for Saturday Night Live. Yeah, okay. The guy says, there's a little warbling, but way to go, Paul. He killed it on the medley guitar part. And I'm like, disagree. Anyway, better luck next time. Maybe Saturday Night Live anniversaries is not his forte.